Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. Thank you for joining me. This reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and thank you for being here. You have two messages here from Spirit. I'm going to read you those two messages, and then we're going to jump right into the tarot portion of the reading, okay? The first message you have, Scorpio, is empathy, okay? It says, understanding another's emotions deepens your connection. Compassion expands your world. Truly listen to someone today. Offer understanding without judgment. So, and you can see the card. It's a couple here. Or it could just be brother and sister. It could be family. For some of you, I got it's going to be maybe family-based for some of you in this reading. I can tell you now it's not going to be about money. So, I don't have any money energy in here. This is really talking about healing here. Healing things from the past. In either a relationship, Scorpio, or in a family dynamic, like something in your family. But here we go. Here we have the empathy card here, and compassion. So they want you to show some kind of empathy when you're dealing with people, even in a relationship or even in a family situation, okay? Because you also have devotion, okay? And I'm going to read that to you. It says, love grows through commitment and care. Okay? What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about. Give love freely. Again, doesn't have to be, it could be a relationship here, but it doesn't have to be for all of you. Some of you, it's just going to be, like I said, you could have a sibling or a close friend or somebody in your family. Because anybody that you could be like needing to have some kind of empathy for or being there for at this time. It is a call here for healing here, Scorpio. Let me just put it that way. A healing from the past. And you also have unfolding. And I feel like it's important for me to read this, so I'm going to. It says unfolding. Your path doesn't need to be fully visible, okay? It reveals itself moment by moment. Let go of the pressure to know every little detail. Stay present in the moment. Allow each step to emerge naturally. So don't try to force an outcome. Don't try to do things to make sure a person reacts a certain way or you get a certain reaction that you're looking for. Don't fixate or worry so much about the future and what is happening and what you feel should happen. They don't want you to do that. They kind of just want you to just let things unfold naturally. They just want you to come from a place of love and empathy, show up and honest and true, and allow things to be shown to you that you need to see. Okay, now let's go right into the tarot portion of the reading. I am going to say this off top. Okay, and I usually don't say this, but I'm honest, okay? Some of you need to leave a relationship. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. This is free will, right? But I'm getting with this tarot reading. It's something, a relationship you need to free yourself from, okay? You need to walk away from. You need to, but I need, like in a loving way, like you can make peace with this person. For some of you, you can make peace with this. Make peace with the past. Make peace with it. It's because things don't work out don't mean you have to be bitter or ugly or you just feel like you hate the person. But it is a time for some of you, not all of you, because what I'm looking at can go either way. But for some of you, that's why I wanted to get it off early, it is a time for you to release. You're going to know where you fall in at. You've seen the signs. You felt the emotions, even though you might try to talk them back down or ignore them. You know when it's time for you to kind of walk away from something. Okay, so let's go into the past here. You have Temperance. Temperance is about balance. It's also about angelic angels being around us. And it's about healing. You got two cards here talking about healing. And this is healing something from the past that was emotionally wounding to you. Okay, but this is like the angels. You see how the angels in that boat steering this woman to calmer shores, healing her, guiding her to where she needs to be, where things are going to be better, and allow her to get the rest and the healing that she deserves after some kind of turbulent ride or turbulent storm she had faced. So spirit and angels are reminding you they're with you and guiding you through this. But it is some things from the past that you maybe that has hurt you. And for some of you, it could be either in your family or it was in a relationship, okay, for some of you, right? What is calling on right now is for accountability. Now, some of you could be dealing with someone that could have came back to you and apologized for something that they've done. They're offering you an apology. They're trying to take accountability for the choices they made in the past that could have hurt you. And some of you could just be like holding off on that. You could have just be standing your ground and kind of being distant and maybe not reacting to that. Now, for some of you, this is the case. Like, it's a chance for you guys to heal and reconcile here with the angels and everything. You know where you are, right? You'll know where you are. Don't try to make something fit just because you want to stay with this person. Because some of you, you know it's time, and you've been seeing the writing on the wall, that where something is not right in a relationship, no matter how much you love that person, is something that's been telling you that, you know, this person doesn't treat you right, or they're not validating you, or they're not being completely honest with you. Okay, and for others of you, it's either going to be like, let's say it's not a relationship, it's going to be in a family situation where someone comes back from the past and wants to offer you an apology. They want to heal things from the past. For some of you, it's in a relationship where a person comes back from the past and they want to say they apologize and they're sorry here, okay? Because you have the accountability here, and it says, true remorse emerges along with the willingness to take responsibility for past actions, okay? So, and even though it could be some of you guys that are wanting to make amends with someone or apology for something that you felt like you did or wronged someone in the past, right? It doesn't have to be somebody doing it to you. You could have done it to somebody. Either way, the message is the same. All right. Either way, whether you, let's say somebody come back or you apologize or they apologize, or it's a relationship you need to walk away from or, you know, reconcile with. Either way, you find yourself in those headwinds. Spirit, the message on the overall advice is the same for all of you, okay? It's time to heal from the past. Either way, heal and let go. Heal and choose to move forward. Either way, heal and move forward. Okay, if some of you want to reconcile, that's fine. You know who you are. And for some of you, you know where it's time to let go. You know who you are. And either way, Spirit is calling you to have strength here. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. I have Sagittarius come up here twice. I have Sagittarius, real quick. I'm going to try to do this real quick. Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. And I have an Aquarius here, okay, for some of you, okay, or another water sign. The advice Spirit is giving you is maturity. So whatever happens, they'll say somebody come back and apologize. They don't want you to be cold. And if you don't want to reconcile, that's fine. Don't be cold. Allow them to have accountability. Allow them to be heard, and allow yourself to be freed. If it's you're considering reconciling, I don't see a lot for y'all. I'm just looking at it where it needs to be healed for all parties to move on freely or be healed. That's what I'm getting more than anything. So Spirit is wanting you, a mature leader, which is you here, Scorpio. A mature leader balances feelings and intellect, okay, maintaining grace in the face of turbulence. For some of you, I feel like you got into some disagreements or arguments with either a family, a relationship partner, a family, or a friend, or something like that, okay? Some family friend. I get this is more like a personal reading. It has nothing to do with finances. I'm not getting that, okay? Again, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, again, is talking about walking away from old emotional wounds and traumas, old emotional pain that no longer serves you, that can't go into the new direction you need to go in by freeing yourself. Because when you can let go and free yourself and drop the weight and the burdens and the old emotional pain, it kind of surrenders to others as well. You can all be free to move on to the directions you need to go in, okay? All right, for some of you, okay, some of you, somebody's going to come back, ask for an apology. They want to try to make things fair, right, and just. And others of you, that you know it's time to just let them say that, but it's time to also, that's why they told you to have empathy. If that person does do that, just have empathy and, You know, allow things to unfold naturally. Allow that to go the way it needs to go. Others of you do have to move on. Okay? It says, you may be clinging to the past. It's time to let go and return to the present. Okay? It's time to let that go. You could be holding on to somebody. You could just be trying to keep this person in there. And it's a big call on you. This has something to do with your emotions. A lot of you may not be expressing your emotions, but you're having them deeply. It could be dealing with a person here. Again, I got Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, big time, Leo, and I said Aquarius. Yeah, Gemini. Okay. It says, take this time to withdraw and recharge. Okay. Healing happens in stillness. So it's a big time for you to heal. And once you heal, it allows you to move, free yourself to move forward here. Again, the Star card talks about healing here, okay? And things might be at a pause. You might be not rushing back into something. Some of you are really thinking about this person or this situation for some of you. But just be cautious. For some of you, you can hear this person out and you have empathy, but they're not telling you to get back with this person. They're not telling you to do that. You have free will, though. You do what you want. It says sometimes stagnation is internal, okay, not circumstantial. What are you afraid to release? See, it's a big call for you guys to let something go. And I believe for a lot of you, it is a relationship or it's harboring old pain from the past, okay? Maybe whether someone could have done you wrong in the past or whatever, a family friend, an old situation, an old relationship, an old partner, even though they're still in the picture, don't matter. But it's something that you're holding on to that you need to finally let go. You need to release it. And you have the foolishness card. And I got to hurry up. See if you like, subscribe. I can go more in depth because there's more here. Okay, but I can't go any further. It says a lack of experiences make a lack of experience can lead to missteps. Beware of those who prey on the weak. So be careful for the ones that come back and just say that they are sorry and they just want to apologize too. You know, allow them to say that, but still lead with maturity and grace and let them, you know, and with empathy. That is what your advice is here. Okay, a lot of you are overthinking something. It could be something that happened to you, or a person, or a situation. I believe some of you had some kind of argument or disagreement here with someone too. I can't go deep into that. You have the Five of Wands with the Knight of Swords here. So that's like communication, you know, negative communication possibly. Someone saying some things and you kind of going tit for tat or back and forth, you know, disagreeing or something. That is what I have for you. If you can like, share, and subscribe, it will allow me to have more time to go a little in depth more into some of your readings here. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. I really hope this helped you. Remember that I said lead. You are the leader. Okay, lead with integrity, maturity, and empathy. And let God bless you. Because He will, that's the direction they want you to do so He can bless you, okay? I love you, and this is what I have for you. Bye for now.